What's going on, guys? We are back for another video, and in this video I'm doing something that a lot of you guys have actually requested from me, which is going over how I actually sell my products and my designs over on Etsy. So as a lot of you guys who have been following my channel know, I finally started to expand off the Merch by Amazon platform since I've maxed out my slots. As you guys will see here, I'm pretty much at 1,000. I just had a few pull off due to no sales, but we were just at 1,000 the last few days, so I'm starting to push on other platforms with my designs. Now, the thought process behind this is essentially I have all these designs. Some of them I've had paid money for, others I've put my own time into to actually get them made. So we want to get the most value and the best return on investment as we can for those designs. So what you want to do is start actually putting those designs on other platforms. And this also helps protect you against copycats who might be taking your designs and going elsewhere. Now we want to have kind of that omnipresence, so selling on all these different platforms. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm actually taking a product I already have listed on Merch by Amazon and just taking that and easily transferring it over and listing it on Etsy. Now, you guys can also do this process even if you aren't selling on Merch by Amazon. If you just have designs that aren't listed anywhere yet and you want to just get them started and put them up on Etsy, that's fine too. All the same strategies are pretty much going to apply to you. So what you're going to need, you are definitely going to need to have obviously your design, some keywords that you want to use, and you're going to want to have an Etsy account, and ideally I've already set up a Printful account. That's the integration partner we're going to be using, and I'll put a link to them down below in the description. But let's just dig in, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. So first thing I'm going to do is in merch, I'm actually going to pull up the product that I want to list. Now, this is an example I've used in a lot of my other videos. This is the cornhole themed t-shirt, so kind of like this backyard lawn game t-shirt. And the nice thing, I recommend already having it listed on Merch by Amazon or one of the other platforms is because we've already done all the work. So we have the title, we have hopefully some of the bullet points for the description that we want to use. And we also have the keywords that we actually want to use for this listing. So I'm going to have this opened up here. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is go over to Printful. Now, I've blurred a few things out here just to protect kind of my store identities. But what we're going to want to do is once we've set up a Printful account, we're going to just go into the dashboard. And the thing I love about Printful is that they make it so easy to list products. It's literally just like a few different steps and you have it listed on one product, and then you can go ahead and duplicate that process. But what we're going to want to do is go ahead and click stores right here. Now, I've already opened this just for the sake of time, but if you guys haven't already added your store, all you need to do to get set up is essentially go and click this button here, choose platform, and that's going to prompt you to choose the store that you actually want to connect. So we can connect anything from Shopify. We can even connect directly into Seller Central here, which is something that's been really useful recently. eBay, and you guys will notice there's a bunch of other ones. But the one we're going to look at today is Etsy. So if you click this connect button, it's going to take a few minutes. It's going to take you just through a guided setup, which is essentially you just enter your Etsy credentials, so all your login information, and that allows Printful to actually access your account. Now, there are a few other things you're going to have to set up in there, but they're all pretty basic and they do a good job of walking you through that. So I'm not going to go into it on this video. So guys, once you have your actual store set up, that's going to look like is, we're going to just scroll back here. So you guys will notice here, the store is showing in this store section. We're going to go ahead and click on add. Now, what that's going to do, it's going to pull up this window right here. Now, again, guys, it's so straightforward. You literally choose what product you want to add your design to. They have everything, as you guys can see, from t-shirts. We have 3/4 sleeve shirts. So you have all kinds of different options. You can do hoodies. You can do leggings. You can filter them by men, women. And you'll notice there's just tons and tons of different product options here. So what I recommend is if you're first getting started on the platform, just stick to t-shirts since you're probably most familiar with that from Merch by Amazon. But as you guys get more accustomed to the platform, what I've been starting to do is taking those same designs after I've put them on t-shirts and then going back and uploading them on, for example, posters, coffee mugs, maybe even some of the accessories. So we have, hats. There's so much stuff in here. There's iPhone cases. all this stuff to play around with. And it really, you can kind of choose how you want to do it. For example, some people might create an Etsy store that's just for t-shirts. Other people want a general store that has everything: t-shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, whatever it may be. So that's kind of also going to be up to you guys to decide. And if you guys want me to make another video on kind of how I've built my Etsy stores, let me know down below in the comments so I can go ahead and make that for you as well. But again, guys, to keep this video simple, we're going to go ahead and do t-shirts. And what I normally like to do, I'm going to show you guys the options here. So I will go into the t-shirt options. Now, don't worry that I've filtered it into the men's t-shirts, because both the options that I look at are unisex. And you guys will see right here. So these first two, I like the Bella Canvas and then the Gildan shirts. You guys will see right here, they have the price point, so your actual cost for that product. So for example, we have the Gildan, and it's $8.95. Now this doesn't include shipping, so there is going to be a shipping cost, but normally we're going to pass that on to our customer. So we have an $8.95 cost for this one, but I just want you guys to notice there's only 4 colors available for this shirt. And then we have the Bella and Canvas shirt, and you guys will see it's a little bit more. It's $12.95. But there are tons and tons of color variants for this product. So really what I look at is, obviously if I have a product or a design that only looks good on, black and maybe like this dark navy color, I'll choose this, the Gildan. Otherwise, I'm probably going to do this and just choose as many of the color options as I can, because I want to have the different options up there depending on, what the customer actually wants. But for the sake of this one, we're going to go with the Bella Canvas. Just so that I can show you guys kind of all the different options. Now, this is literally how simple it is to actually make these products and get a mock-up. So we're going to take that design, we have it saved over here on the desktop, and I'm literally going to drag and drop it over here. It's going to take 1 second, but it essentially is going to upload right onto this shirt, and you guys will notice now we have the mock-up. We can't see the text because we have it on the white one, so let's go ahead and unselect that. Oops, gotta select another. And you guys will notice I can literally just click through here and find the colors that I like. Now, another big thing and a reason I really like Printful is there's tons and tons and tons of different options when it comes to colors. So, with Merch by Amazon, we only have a handful of colors. Here we have tons of different options. So we really can play around a lot more with these. Now, obviously this shirt doesn't necessarily look good on all of these, but I'm just showing you guys again for the sake of this example. So, now we can also, another thing we can do is reposition the design, which is another thing I love about Printful and something we don't yet have on merch, but they make it really, really easy, guys, to just kind of move that up and down. You can even, change and put stuff on the back, on the sleeves, even do labels and whatnot. So I don't really play around with too much with all of that stuff. I normally just do the design portion. But once we're done with that, we're going to choose the sizes we want available. I'll do all the sizes I can, but you guys will notice for this, it's saying that some of these are discontinued. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the extra small and the 4XL. Oh, and also the 3XL. So depending on the color variants, sometimes they don't have stock of like the, the end, the really small and the really large sizes. So once we're done, we're going to just click proceed to mockup. And then the really cool thing is they give us a lot of different options for our mockup. So we can have it mocked up on a male figure, female. We have kind of different styles. We have a wrinkled shirt, a flat one. We have these lifestyle ones. And the other cool thing that I haven't used a ton yet is the couples mock-up. So you can even have, maybe a couples related t-shirt and have it mocked up on both the guy and the gal right here. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to go ahead and choose the wrinkled mock-up. And I like this one just so that the buyer doesn't get confused that this is maybe for men and women. Now this design's maybe more geared towards females. So, in this case, I might choose the women's mock-up. But again, just for the sake of this example, I'm going to go ahead with the wrinkled one. And we can actually select the color that we actually want to be kind of our main image. Then you're going to go ahead and proceed to the description. Now, guys, this is where it's helpful to have that Merch by Amazon listing. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go back over to my merch listing, and pretty simple, but I'm going to copy the title. Now, I'm going to copy everything but this t-shirt portion because it already has that in here, and I'm literally going to paste it. So now I have my title done, And then what I like to do for the listing is copy the title again, put it here, and then the next thing I'm going to want to do is go ahead and copy the bullet points again from my Merch by Amazon listing. Now, some people are going to probably ask, so I'm just going to answer this, will this pose any problems with, search engine optimization, with Google or with Etsy or with Amazon? To be honest, I don't really know. I've been getting results from what I've been doing, which is this exact strategy I'm showing you guys. So let me know if you kind of have an opinion about that down below in the comments, but this is the strategy that I've been using and it's been working so far. So I'm literally going to just use the same bullets, and then we're going to go ahead and proceed to pricing. And here you can kind of choose whatever pricing you want. Obviously it kind of, again, depends on what the market's selling for. So you might want to go spend an extra 2 minutes over on Etsy checking, what other shirts are selling for. But normally I like to do 25% profit margin. Sometimes I'll go as low as 20, but the reason I like 25 is it still gives me a decent amount on this. And I can also then go and spend some money on advertising if I want, or if I'm offering a 10% off coupon code, whatever it may be. Now, some of you guys are going to want to price higher. I'm still getting my store up and running, so I'm trying to get more reviews and build the store up and get more traffic to it. So right now I'm still pricing what I would consider at a reasonable price, but some of you guys are probably going to want to do, maybe 35%, maybe even more. And the customer is also going to pay shipping, so that's not included in this, which is the other reason that I like to price around this 25% amount. Now, the only other thing we're going to do, actually, let me see, the only other thing we are going to do here, guys, is go ahead and click Submit to Store. And that's it. It's actually going to take this shirt and it's going to start pushing it over to our Etsy store. And then all we have to do is go into Etsy at the very end and actually take it from a draft item and click Publish on it. So that's it. That is how easy it is to literally create products and list them onto your Etsy store using the Printful integration. And literally, you can do this over and over again and just do it with all of your different products. So yeah, that is the simple process, and I hope that helps you guys and you got some value out of it. But let me know down below in the description if you guys are already selling on Etsy, if you're also using the Printful integration and what is working for you guys. And of course, let me know if there's any other content that you guys would like to see. But with that, I will see you guys at the next video. Cheers.